Positive brokerage commentary boosts Apollo Tyres. UBS raises its target on the tyre maker with a buy rating. The brokerage says declining commodity prices may aid margins and expects return ratios to bounce back strongly.
JP Morgan says it's turning more constructive on Indian OMCs as oil marketing companies are bidding HPCL to buy, even as it scales down its rating on GAIL to neutral.
Hero Moto surges as it announces a price hike of up to 1,500 rupees starting December.
Scrappage plan for phasing out government vehicles older than 15 years gives Ashok Leyland. Philip?
Max Financial Services gains on IRDAI nod to acquire remaining 5% stake held by Mitsui Sumitomo in Max Life. A buyback announcement by IEX, meanwhile, leaves the street disappointed.
Very good morning. Welcome to Chartbusters. I'm Nigel D'Souza and joining me today is Ekta Batra. Hi Ekta, morning. Good to have you on the show. Well, that buy on dips works yet again, right? You got a bit of a dip in the morning. The SGX Nifty people were fretting about that. It was down 50 to around 80 points. 90 minutes into the trading session, we're at around 18,550. All-time highs on the cards.
Yes, absolutely, Nigel. No complaining. Considering that crude is working in our favor, we have FIIs which are supporting us at this point in time. So it seems as though it is going well for our markets in terms of cues. And despite the uncertainty emerging from China, with regards to the COVID protests, that could probably be, a silver lining for India in terms of flows and what could happen in terms of incremental interest. But nonetheless, that's something of a trend that we need to track over a period of time. As of now, good going for the markets. The Nifty is holding above 18,500. We have the mid-cap index, which is marginally outperforming with a gain of around 0.7%. Shivangi Sarda of Motilal Oswal Financial Services joins in for a technical check this morning. Shivangi, hi, welcome to the show. Well, how would you approach this market? It's steady state, but do you see further upside?
Good morning, Nigel. Good morning, Ekta. Thank you for having me on the show. So we've seen, the Nifty index has been cheered by the bulls and there has been tremendous buying interest at every small declines. So support zones are being respected and we've seen a good uptick from, the lower zones. Now, the global factors are also, convinced and they are favoring us, which is quite positive. And we've seen continuous buying flows from the FIIs as well. So overall, the market is quite positive. We expect, to buy on any declines possible. Both the indices, Nifty and Bank Nifty, have been making higher highs on the weekly frame. So overall chart structure and derivatives data wise, even backed up by the rollover figures in the November series, is quite positive. So overall buy on decline to continue. We could see a uptick towards 18,881 levels in Nifty with a crucial support at 18,350. And Bank Nifty, the levels would be 43,500 with a support of 42,500.
Okay, all right. Hi, Shivangi. Good to see you this morning. What about individual stocks? What are you tracking?
So on the individual stocks, as we've seen that, a lot of good momentum in the index, so heavyweights cannot be ruled out. So my first pick would be Reliance. We've seen that, the stock has been making higher highs from the last 4 sessions and continuously, it was facing some cap from the last 3 weeks, which it has now surpassed and it is holding quite well. So with the follow-up buying seen over here, the stock is going to do really well. So my first pick would be on Reliance with a target of around 3,000 zones. And my second pick would be Delta Corp. We've seen a good momentum over here, around 96% rollover, in this stock. Of course, we are heading to the December month, and this stock cannot be ruled out. And the kind of buying interest seen over here is quite positive. So, with the kind of positive setup in the November series, it is now coming out of its range of the last 8 weeks, and it recently surpassed its resistance of 232 zones and set to move higher. So, a buy over here with a 4% target price over here.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Shivangi, for joining in and filling us in with all of those cues.